Jason, so good to see you in person at the API Pipeline Conference.
Good to see you too, Russell. It's different on the screen.
This is one of the Marathon Three Amigos. We have
Hello.
some of the most excellent podcast episodes. You should go back and listen to them. All kinds of great stuff on hydraulics and pipeline operations and leak detection, all kinds of cool stuff. So
Yes, sir.
you've done a lot of that. What are you finding? How long have you been here at the conference?
I've been here about a day.
Okay. So what have you learned so far? What's been the biggest takeaway of what you've listened to so far?
One of the bigger ones was CO2, dealing with reducing emissions, energy efficiency. There's a big focus on optimization this year,
Right.
which it's different. It feels like we're in kind of an optimized mode as an industry instead of a build-out mode.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
So that's fun to see. As an engineer, you always want to make stuff better. So if you can't build new stuff, it's good to make stuff better.
Well, it's actually a different skill set. Building and optimizing are very different skill sets.
Yes, sir.
I think you're right. So, Jason and I were just talking before we jumped on the camera here. You just finished leading the API 1130 and 1175 committees.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be doing a podcast on that in the future. What was that process like, doing a rewrite during a pandemic?
It was very interesting. When we normally did it in the past, we'd get a bunch of people in a room and you could kind of, cuss and discuss in a room full of people. And instead you're on a Teams call and it's a little harder to figure out, how passionate somebody is about something. But also people feel a little more free to talk up because they're not talking in a room full of people.
Right.
So overall, I think we got a really good result just because everybody was able to weigh in on what they were passionate about. And one of the things that was important to me, I think a rough number, we had 35 people involved. So this wasn't, just a couple operators or vendors pushing it. This is really an industry effort. And we had we had leak detection vendors, we had fiber optic vendors, we had operators, we had regulators. And everybody, they had a different skill set and they were able to round out the document and make sure that it really did cover all of our bases. And then we tried to make sure to separate the documents a little better. For a long time, 1130 was the gold standard for leak detection, and that was really all there was. Now we have two documents, and we made 1130 a more technical focused document dealing with CPM, and we were able to take anything that wasn't internal leak detection out of that document. 1175 is now more focused towards the entire scope of leak detection. So it talks about your metrics shouldn't look at any real leak detection system. They should look at, do you have all your layers of protection in place?
Right.
So that was a big undertaking.
1175 is now more of a pure program document.
Yes, sir.
And 1130 is more of a pure technical document.
Yes, sir.
Well, the spoiler right there. To get more, you're going to have to come back to the podcast episode that Jason and I will be doing here in the future.
Absolutely.
Listen, great to see you, and we'll have some more conversations offline.
Okay, thank you, Russell.
Take care.